Okay, so we're gonna be dividing 2431 base 5 by 43 base 5. And so the very first thing I'm gonna do is just count in base 5, just to jot some things down. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I just need those as a reference. Then what the other thing I need to do is find some factors of 43 in base 5. 43 base 5 times 1 is just 43. 43 times 2 in base 5 is not completely straightforward. It's, let's see, 43 times 2. Now 3 times 2 is 6, but 6 in base 5 is 1, 1. Now, it's looks like it's 4 times 2, but it's really 40 base 5 times 2. But 40 base 5 is 4 times 5 plus 0 times 1 times 2. Because this is the first place value and this is the second place value. Actually, this is the first place value, the 0. And then the 4 is in the second place value. Now, let's convert that to base 10. This is 20 things. So it's 20 things in base 10 times 2, which is actually 40 in base 10. We don't really need to write the base 10, but just so we know what we're dealing with. Now we're going to go back to base 5. That means I need 125. That's the third place value. And 3 5s. That's the second place value. And if you notice, that adds up to the 40 objects. There's 0 ones. So in base 5, this is a number 1, 3, 0, but I still have to add this 1, which is actually 5 things, which is actually 1, 0. So this is 140. So it's 140 plus 1 is 141. And so it's not completely straightforward, but it's necessary work. And I think we only need to go to one more factor. So we're going to go 43 base 5 times 3. And 43 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9, but 9 is, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is 1, 4. So then we've got 40, because this is 4, 0, times 3 in base 5. No, 40 base 5 is 4 5s and 0 ones times 3, which is simply in base 10, it's going to be 20 times 3, which is 60. Not a convert 60 to bit back to base 5. So here we're dealing in base 10. To convert 60 back to base 5, 60 is actually, it's two 25s. It is two 5s and 0 ones. And a numbering out of space. So this is 50 plus 10 is 60. So it's 2 to 0. But I've got this 1 over here. So I need to add a 10. So it's 230. So it's 23. Okay. So I think we have what we need. We may decide we need to go one more step, 43 times 4, but I think we've got it covered. And let's go ahead and just delete some of this work. Oops, I don't want to get rid of everything because I really need, it's really those multiples of 43 that I need. All right, so the question then is, how many times does 43 go into 24? Well, that's 0. So how many times does 43 go into 243? Well, that would be 3 times. 3 times 43 is 234. Now there is a subtraction there. It's has a little bit of work, but it's not it's in my view not more challenging than what we've already done, except to know that if you borrow from this place value, you're actually borrowing 5 because it's in base 5. And 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 take away 4 is 4. This is, the others are 0, so the remainder is 4. And then you bring down the 1. And so you look to see if 43 goes into 41 and it doesn't. So the answer is 30, remainder 41.